I'm Ayoli Moses. I am a teacher by profession and teaching at St. Francis Secondary School for the Blind, that is in Soroti City. Doing a Master's of Special Needs Education from Kyambogo University. I'm also a person with visual impairment. This innovation, this is called the Uganda Bank Note Identifier, UBI. This innovation came up as a result of a number of socioeconomic challenges that persons with visual impairment, or generally those with print disability, have been facing, stemming from the fact that the Ugandan banknote, much as they have some variation in sizes, they do not have identical tactile marks that can be used by people who are blind or with visual impairment to easily identify them, that just by touch you're not able to tell that this is 1,000, 2,000, 5, 10, 20 or a 50,000 shilling note. So in many occasions you find that we do not have the financial privacy. You find you have always, if you are to make transactions, you must involve somebody. You cannot handle something privately without involving the people around you. And that poses a security threat, because there are people who are also looking for where there is money to steal and all that. These and many other challenges related to banknote identification in Uganda prompted me, as one of the victims, to creatively think of a solution. And this is the solution. How this device works: you put the money using the insertion slot here, the pocket, and then you pull it over until it reaches the bottom and stops moving on its own. And here, this part of the money that remains, you fold it over to the identification lines. So when it covers like this, this is 2,000. Because it has come to the second line, if it ends on the first line, that would be 1,000. This second line, 2,000. The third line, 5,000. Then the fourth line is 10,000. The fifth line is for 20,000. And then the sixth line down here is for 50,000. So this is basically how the device works. Ideally, this is a game-changing device for the beneficiaries. And so far, up to this level of producing the final prototype, I've been doing it on my own, and it's constraining. But at this point, for us to produce massively, because this is being produced from Kenya, and each piece is costing 800 Kenyan shilling to produce. Once I can get support to produce this and avail it to the beneficiaries, those who need it, it will help them a lot and save them from several financial losses. So in a way, this will help them to be able to develop the financial literacy skills, and once they're introduced to those other money-making skills, they are able to effectively make use of such skills. We require seriously a lot of support, financial support, because once we secure this to a tune of a number of pieces that we need to start with, then I also need to reach out to the beneficiaries and induct them on how this is used, and then also train them or give them some few tips on how to use either in privacy or in public, and other related skills that they will need, so that they don't mess up with the device, but they benefit highly from it. There are many challenges that I would say I as an individual with visual impairment has faced, stemming from mobility, where when you're moving to places you don't know you're moving to, offices and all that, you will always need somebody to support you, like guide you to make you access those places. And in this case, you will not find it free of charge. You need somebody whom you will facilitate. The other is access to information. In most cases, you find where you could have gone easily without involving some other person, it's not possible because you lack labels or guiding labels that you would use. The other challenges are we are trained to teach in any school, be it a special needs school or an inclusive school where you have all categories of learners. And in this case, we have to do marking just like any other teacher. We need to prepare our lesson plan and other instructional materials. But you find that this is not supported. Primarily, we have started with the Ugandan shilling for this device. And I need to do an extra research on other, for example, East African currencies. But as per like a dollar, you realize that dollars are of the same sizes, regardless of the denomination. If somebody comes, maybe with the $1 and tells you that this is let's say 50,000 Ugandan shilling, using this device, you will still be able to tell that that person is deceiving you. Because when you look at the measurement, especially with the dollar here, you realize that the width is quite more narrow. And then when you pull it up to down here, and you do the measurement, it goes far much beyond even the 50,000 line. When you can see, it goes beyond, not exact. So you are able to tell that somebody is cheating you. Final remarks, and first of all, the words of encouragement to colleagues is that we trust very well that disability is not inability. And once we have the confidence and the right tools around us, we shall never be limited. So we need to take courage as persons with disabilities, explore the different options around us, and sometimes we have to accept to take risks so that we are able to understand our environment. And I call upon all the stakeholders, let's join hands and support this innovation so that by the end of the day, we are able to not only touch but change somebody's life who is in dire need of our help. And once this device is supported and we have it to the users, I am sure we shall be having a very, very inclusive Uganda and the entire world. Thank you.